Estamos aqui de novo no primeiro dia da Conferência Ciência 2017 e temos connosco um investigador indiano que já há 16 anos que põe em prática o principal tema da Ciência 2017 deste ano, que é a cooperação entre Portugal e Índia. Falamos então com Pramod Kumar, que já tem uma colaboração entre o Instituto Superior Técnico e uma universidade da Índia há 16 anos. Welcome. How are you?
I'm good, fine, thank you very much.
I would like you to tell me what have you been doing in cooperation between your university and the University of Técnico here in Lisbon.
Well, I belong to an institution in India which is situated right in Goa. It's called the National Institute of Oceanography. And it all started in around year 2000 when we conducted a conference and some participation from Instituto Superior Técnico, which included Antonio Pascual to come to Goa. Well, that time I had not joined, so the beginning had started. Now in 2002, that was the time when we were all thinking of getting to make robots for going under the water. As you already know that how difficult for the divers to go underwater, do exploration. So robots are the natural choice for better research for collection of the data, oceanographic data from sea. So because Portugal had already developed a couple of robots at that time with Danish collaboration, we found that maybe it's the right time for us to start our conversation. Of course, you know the history already. The Vasco da Gama went all the way navigating into the waters of India to reach Calicut. One way it was fascinating to see that how good navigators Portugal had. So based on that, when we started our conversation, we found Antonio Pascual is a very charismatic character. He's a very nice person. And at the ground level, when the chemistry matches, we started opening up. And there was no hidden agenda. We were all opened up about the technology, about our knowledge, what we know. So that is when we started. So first we started by making a robot which can simply move on the surface. Then we made a robot which can go under the water. Then we made robots which can be there in the sea for more than a month and work like that. There was some funding from Department of Science and Technology from our side and also from the Foundation of Science and Technology in Portugal together. But our collaboration went on despite some time we was not having funding, just because we knew each other very well. And that persuaded me. In fact, only after Antonio's persuasion, I thought I shall go for a higher degree. And that is when he invited me to do PhD here. He said, you come here and let us grow a bit more in terms of knowledge and have you a degree of PhD. So I came here in 2007 and stayed here for 4 years with a grant from Foundation of Science and Technology to do my PhD. Since then, we have been coming here, and Antonio Pascual and his group coming to Goa, and we have done many projects together. Without his help, it was not possible to do that, and also with our contribution. When we started, we were having an AUV, whereas the group here was not having anything to play around with at that time. And we thought we will make one here and make one in Portugal. So it went on, and now Portuguese have gone to deep sea, whereas we have gone more closer to the oceanographic needs because we work in an oceanographic institution and we are providing services to the oceanographic institution. And we went for a system which can be there in the sea for a longer time, which was the demand of our institution. So, in fact, the knowledge was shared to have two different kind of technologies to be out with in collaboration. So, with that, the collaboration was quite successful. And I can say that the major reason for this collaboration to be lasting, and it is going further. Today we are going to have a session at 3 o'clock where we are especially talking about how we can take the collaboration for coming years. What is the future where we want to go about in deep sea exploration of the ocean, as well as sustained presence at the sea to cover the large sea area which both the countries have got, the larger platform for exploration of the sea. which is not possible by humans as such. So we would make robots which can cover that at large. So this is what is going to be the future.
So what do you think about this conference, that it is India is the first ever country that is invited, and that the sea is one of the main themes of this event? It's no coincidence.
Right, it's no coincidence, because it all started, I mean, when the Prime Minister of Portugal visited, he made a point to come to Goa and especially visit our institution which works in marine science and technology. So that is when there were some commitments from the side of Portugal, and we said, well, this is a very good opportunity, we should not let it cool down. And that followed with our Prime Ministers visiting here a couple of days ago. And I think this is the best opportunity at this time for both the countries to grow. In terms of taking these technologies which we are doing to the outside, to the market, I mean, it should not just end up just like we made something and we can say, ah, we made this, whereas there is no market for this. Portugal right now is doing very good with startups. In India, as you already know, our Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, has mentioned about Startup India. So we are also thinking in terms of how we can market this technology, having a company in India as well as in Portugal, and jointly marketing the technologies which we do together.
So it's not just for investigation, it's also for economy.
It's also for economy, you're right.
Thank you.
Thank you.